is. And his talents from where he came from out in Gleason, Tennessee, on a local level, word started getting around, and eventually he made his way to the Grand Ole Opry. And he became a member there in 1990. His appearances on the Nashville Network for many years on the Hee Haw program are certainly well known. And he's taken his talents all over the country. He's got a lot of wonderful albums out. He's got DVDs out, instructional materials as well. I'm sure a lot of you remember the old Opryland Park. He worked out there for 7 years in that park doing 3 shows a day, 650 shows a year. And he was a very accomplished three-finger style, Scruggs style banjo player. And he was great at it. But he did something very unusual that not too many musicians do. After playing and succeeding in that format for so long, he decided to take it back. Most people want to take things in a different direction forward and go off and explore their own identity and their territory. But what he wanted to do was he wanted to get back to the roots of it all. And Grandpa Jones had taught him how to play the clawhammer style and showed him that lick when they were working together on Hee Haw. And he got further and further immersed in playing the banjo. And also he started playing the mandolin, and also the harmonica and the fiddle. And I jokingly said with him that night backstage at the opera, I said, "You must have an incredible amount of time on your hands." And he said, "Why would you say that?" I said, "Because you don't get as good as you've gotten, as quickly as you've gotten on the fiddle and the mandolin and the harmonica, if he weren't eating, sleeping, and breathing that instrument." He's a tremendous asset to old-time music, and he's got a wonderful band. He's helped to keep alive the traditions of the foundations of the Grand Ole Opry with the string band sound that helped build country music. You know, the fiddle's been on life support for 55 years in country music, but he's got 2 of them. Sometimes he's got 3 or 4. But he's got this old-time sound honed to a fine edge, and he's got a great show to go along with it. And we cannot think of anybody that is any more deserving of this honor for preserving, promoting, and perpetuating the interest in old-time music than our recipient this year, who's proud to be a member of the Grand Ole Opry. And to make the formal induction and read the plaque, we're going to have Gloria Christie here, and also she's with the Uncle Dave Macon Days Committee, and also Gary Henderson, who's here from Metal Max, and they're one of the great sponsors that you see on television that uses Mike to endorse their company. And we'll have you voice this if you'd like.
Well, Gary and I are going to read, hopefully what I can't read, he's going to help me. Mike, we are just so delighted to give you this award, just long overdue, and wanted to do this for so many years. Our plaque reads, Uncle Dave Macon Days proudly presents the 2012 Heritage Award to Mike Snyder, banjo player and comedian, for many years of proudly promoting and preserving the ring of the banjo, for your genuine efforts to bring joy and laughter with a tune and a tale to all those who have crossed your path, and commitment to keeping the show close to the ground, June 14, 2012, Murfreesboro, Tennessee. We sure thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Mike Snyder.
I think I'm supposed to play the banjo, ain't I?
That's right. We've got a celebratory banjo right here. It's a tradition, Mike, that every person plays something on this banjo. And to most folks, it's just a strum, but you could actually play this bad boy here.
Play that bad boy. Let me have a hold of that thing. Hold her down there, Eddie.
Now you hear why he won that award right there.
Well, thank y'all, and thank you for this award and for asking me to come out here today, and thank y'all for suffering through the weather to see this. If you ain't expecting a whole lot, you'll not be let down.
I think something's going to happen here.
Yeah. Good afternoon, Uncle Dave Macon Days crowd. I'm going to ask my longtime girlfriend, Mary Tipton, to come up here and accept an award from me. Mary, you've been putting up with me for an awful long time, and I think you have to know something's up, because I'd never come up here to give somebody else a banjo. But what I have done come up here today to do was ask you to marry me. She said yes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you've come to hear some music here, and this wonderful band is ready to go into action. So, ladies and gentlemen, would you please make welcome with his old-time string band, our 2012 Uncle Dave Macon Days Heritage Award winner. Here's Grand Ole Opry star Mike Snyder.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Well, I think it's fitting to start out with a tune right here that Uncle Dave's great-grandson, John Doubler, here wrote. So the first one's going to be Tennessee Rhapsody, and then an old piece here we got from James Brown called Old Grimes.